Hello, everybody. I think I'm live. How is everybody doing today? So, let me just pull up my comments here, and I'm not sure what YouTube is doing. Can everybody see me okay and hear me okay? There's a hey, Scott. There's a hi there. Okay, just make sure y'all can hear me and see me, all that good stuff. Yes, thank you, Karen. Okay. All right, awesome. So, I decided to do a VR, which is a video response that has been going around. I was challenged by Miss Moonlight and Jackie to do this one, so I decided to do it. And now these are all over YouTube, and it's your only 10 mass market decks. So if you could only choose 10 of them, which 10 would you choose, and basically why? And showing some of the cards from each of the decks. So, like I said, it's all over YouTube right now. The one thing that I have not seen is somebody do it live. So, as you guys know, I don't do recordings at all anymore. I may eventually, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to make this live and see how it turns out. So, I'm like a guinea pig right now. You guys are the guinea pigs, and we'll see how it goes. For all you guys in chat, thank you for being here. And I appreciate all of you. I'll do a little shout out here in a moment. 1 second here. All right. So I will say a shout out to each of you in just a moment. But if you're watching on the replay, which I hope that there are a lot of people that are doing that as well to see the top 10 decks. If you would press like and subscribe, I would love that. That would just help me and my channel to grow. So it's totally free. And if you're watching in the background, come on and join. All you have to do is hit subscribe, and then you can be part of the chat if you're watching in real time, that is. So, um, hello, everybody. And let's see who is here. Miss Moonlight was first today. Hi, Miss Moonlight. And Karen is here. Hi, Karen Doyle. And let me see. Amy is here. Hi, Amy. And I'm scrolling, see what we got here. Hello, Beck. Beck saying hi to Jackie. Hi, Beck. Glad you are here. And Teresa is here. And no, I didn't know about Tina Turner. That's so sad. She's one of my favorites, one of my favorite female artists of all time. But yeah, I didn't know about that until I read that, Teresa. So much light to her family, and I know she's been struggling and sick for a while. So there's that. CJ, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. And Morella is here. Hi, Morella. And let me see. Still scrolling. Ocean. Hey, Ocean. Welcome. Glad you're here. And Samantha's here. Hello, Samantha. Hello, Garnet. Let's see who else we have here. Becca. You can see and hear me fine. Awesome. Welcome, Becca. And let's see who else we have. Scrolling. You guys are just chatting away. Yes, great bunch of people here. I agree. I agree. All right. So we will just jump right into it. Margot's here. Hey, Margot. Welcome. And this is going to go hopefully a little fast as I go through the decks. I have them ready to go, and I'm going to show you a few of the cards from each of the decks that made my top 10. Now, it was torturous, like so torturous to try to, you know, move it down just to 10 because there's so many that I love that I'm a collector. So that's why I have so many. And a lot have been gifted to me and they're very special. So if you've gifted any to me or, they don't make the list, it's not that they're not special. It's just I had to narrow it down. So let me go ahead and show you the first. So I couldn't narrow it down to 10. I went to 11. So I have an honorable mention. Honorable mention is The Enchanted Soul by Yasmin Westwood. Honorable mention. So this is just a beautiful deck. She did a deck called The Enchanted Dream, I believe it's called. And I got that, and it was just very extended. You couldn't see, well, you could see everything, but it was a little too extended for me. And there was no writing or anything on it. And then she did this one, and it really made up for it. It's beautiful. There's the backs, and it has the pictures on here, beautiful pictures, and also the keywords are underneath. So like for judgment, you have keywords: judgment, rebirth, awakening, resurrection, inner calling, and transformation. So it shows you the pictures and the meanings, which I think is really cool. I'm going to show you a few of these. I'm not sure where she is from. Now, I do not know any of these um, authors or any of the companies, the publishing companies. This is just to show you guys what I have and see if maybe you would want to have some of these. So since they're mass market, these are all on Amazon or were at one time. Okay. Hey, Jason, welcome. Hello, Janice, welcome. Anybody else coming in? Good to see you all. And let me see. Here's the Empress. Just going to show a few of each one. But if you'd like me to do a walkthrough, I'd be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments after the live is over with. There's the Eight of Swords. It's just a really, really beautiful deck. Beautiful pictures. And then it's really good for people who might not have a tarot deck yet. I would encourage you to look into the Enchanted Soul because it's got like these definitions, like I'm saying, that you can't see very good, but you can see them in real life. So this is the Enchanted Soul. One more here. This another devilish creature, the King of Swords. They're just beautiful. So that is the Enchanted Soul. And now we'll get to our top 10. Hey, Terry, at Holding Your Space, welcome. And let me see. All right, number 10. I'm actually surprised this even made my list because I'm not in a relationship or anything like that, and happy and single, but I put the Modern Love Tarot on my top 10. So this is by Ethany. And the reason why I put this in my top 10 is because it reads so well with love readings. So when someone asks for a love reading, there's a huge chunky book. So if you want something to use for love readings, this would be a perfect deck to get for that. It just reads beautifully, and as it says, it's modern. I think it's the only real modern deck that made the list here, but it's got really, really beautiful pictures, and they just go so well in a love reading. And you can see there. I'm just going to show a few. This is one of my favorites with the hourglasses. I love hourglasses. Hi, Rose Blue. Welcome. This is one of my favorites, too. So, again, this is the Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. Gorgeous backs, too. They're really, really pretty. And it's got that gold foil on the sides as well, or the gold gilding, I should say. So it just gives you an idea as to some of the ones on this deck. All right. And it's very cultural too and inclusive, which I love. Show you one more here. There you go. As you can see, it's very modern. And it's great for love readings, really is. I will put this one up. Thank you, Beck. Yes, I think so too. All right. Let's go to number 9. So we're going totally opposite here. We went from a love deck and a really a light-hearted deck with the Enchanted Soul, and now we're going dark because my number 9 is the Tarot of the Vampires by N. Daniels, and this one has a massive, massive book with it. Again, this is on Amazon if you guys want it, and it has this Phantasmagoria is the name of the book, but it does tell all about the tarot in it as well. But it's a mega book. It's a great deck. Here's the backs, and I actually edged it in blood red, and I love it because it has one of my favorite cards of all time, if I can find it. But it also has a lot of panthers in it, and just scary creatures. But I mean, for a dark deck, I really like this. For a Halloween deck, I really like this. I mean, how many hangmans are you going to see hanging upside down, throwing up in a pool of blood? I mean, it is you've got to, either love it or I guess you would really, really not like it. But I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's dark, but it's beautiful at the same time. Someone was asking about a 3 of Cups that didn't have any guys in it. Well, this one does. And here's one with a panther. And I want to show you one in particular that is just one of my favorite cards ever. And that's the Magician. So I'm going to find him real quick, because it wouldn't be complete without the Magician. Here he is. So this is just everything Billy Idol gone wrong from the 80s. This is the Magician card, and I love, love, love this card. I love everything about it. Just, yes. Okay, so this is the Magician. Wild, huh? So that is, yeah, very gothic. Yeah, there is hot men in there. Yes. Sexy vampires. That is the Tarot of the Vampires. It's also got a beautiful box here. You can see that as well. And that's number 9. Let's move on to number 8. And that is one that was, this one has been redone. This originally was the Ethereal Visions Tarot. And then I have it, but it wouldn't have made the list. And the reason why is because he did a new one, and it's called the Luna Edition by Matt Hughes. And I think it's Matt Hughes. Yes, it's Matt Hughes. So this is the new edition that just came out, and I had it on my wish list, and I got it from someone, and I'm so glad I got it because it is just beautiful. And I really like this for the bling bling because it has silver on it, on every card basically, and he redid it so that it was very inclusive, where the other one wasn't quite as inclusive. This one is very inclusive. It has all different shapes, sizes, colors. It's just very, very inclusive of everyone, and it's got these beautiful silver like sparkly things all over it, which you can see. So how it moves back and forth, you can see the silver. And it reads really well also. These are all very close to the Rider-Waite. They're kind of spin-offs, all of them. So if you know the Rider-Waite, you would be able to follow these really well. If there's any that you wouldn't know, I think there's one that's a little bit off from that, but this is not one of them. This is right on the Rider-Waite type images. And some Knight of Cups. Hope you guys can see these okay. And show you one more here if I can find it. Love the Seven of Cups where he has a mask on his face there. I'll get into it, I promise. Here's one King of Swords, and here's the one I wanted to show you. All of them are great though, but look at that Wheel of Fortune. Look at the face. The face is gone there. It could be anything, right? So very nice to read with. Very nice. That is the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Luna edition, and that is number 8. Is today Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. Where I'm at, it might be Thursday in some places, Rose. Hey, Alfonsi, welcome. Let's see. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, it's a really pretty one. Okay. Still have my book out for the Janice, so let's move on. The next one is my second tarot deck that I got. It is called the Gilded Royale. And this is actually the one that I learned tarot by. It would have been a little bit higher, but there are a few that just stood out a little bit more. But this one's a great one too. If you want to learn tarot, this is a perfect one to learn by. You can see how beat up my box is. I've had it for quite a while. This is from Ciro Marchetti, who I love his artwork so much. He is definitely my favorite artist for tarot. And he's done Oracle, Lenormand, Kipper, you name it, he's done it. He's fantastic. And I'll show you just a few of these. See, the Hierophant is like floating as he's going by there. See, got that. Beck loves them too. Hi there, Aaron. Welcome. I'll show you some of these stunning cards here. Again, this is the Gilded Royale. Just beautiful pictures. So if you like, elegant things and want to have an elegant tarot deck that you can learn from at the same time, I would highly, highly recommend this one. Ace of Swords. And dude has no clothes on falling from the tower. I thought that was really funny. And Renee, the tarot magician, was using this deck last night and was talking about what's he doing. He must have been sleeping with no clothes on. But it is what it is. And yep, that is the Gilded Royale. Let's see if there's any particular other ones I want to show. There's the Justice card. Love his interpretation of the cards. Yeah, I do too. And it's on, all his decks are just beautiful like this. So you can't really go wrong with a Ciro Marchetti deck. Here's the High Priestess floating around there. And you see the King of Cups. Then I'll show you the Hanged Man. Hope I'm not going too fast through here, but I just want to make sure I can get to all the decks. And it just gives you a great interpretation of just all kinds of classical centerpieces, but yet it can be used in a modern way as well. So show you one more there. All right, so that is the Gilded Royale. I'm going to take a sip and eavesdrop on you guys a little bit. Where's my bag for this? Here we go. This is next. So get this one ready. All right. Yes, sip. All right, let's move on. Thank you, Ocean. Thank you, Jackie. The next one, that is one of my favorites, and I am going from 10 to 1, so it was hard to do that, but I was able to do that. This is just in a special case. I'm trying to keep the cards from getting wrecked because the box is already wrecked, as you can see. This is because I've used it so much. This is the Deviant Moon by Patrick Valenza. This is my number 6 deck. And guys, if you don't have this one and you collect tarot decks, or you have, several tarot decks, you will want them. Becca's adding to her wish list. Awesome. Welcome, Natalie. Mystical Natalie's here. Awesome. Got a great group. Thank you guys for being here. Right. So this one is one of the first decks I got. So I did a little cover up, and I, would draw on it a little bit. There's a little bit of nudity in here, but the artwork, guys, is just wonderful, and it's hysterical at the same time. If you want a funny, yet it's almost like a creepy deck as well, this is definitely one that you want to take a look at. So if you're into goth or anything like that, have a look. So it's fun, it's interesting, and it just makes me smile every time I see it and look at it. Pretty good for ratings too, but it's great if you are a collector. I'm telling you, it does. It just does really well, I think, for what he's tried to accomplish. And there's a huge book that goes along with it that I have in the Abyss, the other room over there, and it shows you how he just decided on each of the cards. This is a huge, my favorite Four of Cups card, maybe ever. She's just like, not interested. Bye-bye. Knocking it off there. So like I said, it's very comical. It's funny, but it's a little dark in some ways too. There's the Six of Swords. I'm out of here, and I don't know where his head begins and the balloon ends, but that's the uniqueness and the neatness of Patrick Valenza's decks. So again, this is the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is the borderless edition. Sorry, I got it off camera there for a minute. All right. Let me take a look and see what you guys are saying. US, are we talking about this deck, or are we talking about a different deck? I'm not sure if we're talking about this one or another one here. Put this one up in its little pouch. And we are already to the top 5. If I can get this one zipped. There it is. This deck. Okay, yeah, this deck. If you get it with the book, it's going to be a lot more expensive. But I think it's under $20 in US, I believe. It's probably right at the $20 range on Amazon. And again, you should be able to get most of these on Amazon unless they're out of print, which I don't know about. All of them I got off of Amazon, or someone got them for me off of my Amazon wish list. Number 5. If I had to pick one as the most beautiful deck, this would be my most beautiful deck. But there's so many other criteria for the top 10. But it is number 5. It's the Star Tarot by Kathy McClellan. And it is just beautiful. I don't recommend it if you're trying to learn tarot by something. I recommend it more if you just want a beautiful deck for your collection. And I just take it out to look at it all the time. And if you do want to learn it, it does have a huge book. But this is a little bit different than the Rider-Waite-Smith. So there's some different interpretations on there. But it is absolutely just beautiful. I'll show you some of the cards here. And some are pretty normal, but also beautiful. But I think this is more towards a Thoth deck than it is a Rider-Waite. I think I'm saying it right. I never know if it's Thoth or Thoth. And again, this is the Star Tarot. And the book really is amazing. I wish I had taken the time to read it, and that's on my to-do list. There's your Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, thank you, Jackie. Here we saw this in the Ethereal Visions, but this time it's on the Death card. And look at this, guys. Take a look, okay? Because you've got the Death card right here. You've got the Death person, right, that's gone. But if you look, there's a phoenix rising from the ashes. And here's the person. Make sure I'm doing this right. Sorry. Here's the person, and they're transforming over here. So you got the person that is there, and then you've got the phoenix that's rising, all within the Death card. It's just a beautiful transformation card. So, and here's the cover card, the beautiful Hermit. Happy anniversary, whoever that is. I'm not sure, but to show you some more here, the beautiful High Priestess. And she kind of looks like Britney Spears in the face, which is kind of comical. Queen of Cups. Just really, really beautiful cards. Like I said, I just like to take it out and look at it sometimes. It also just makes me happy. Here's the Fool down there. There's an alligator. There's all kinds of just interesting things in this deck. There's all kinds of Easter eggs, if you know what I'm talking about, like little goodies that you find, years later. I've had it for like 2 years, and I still find new stuff in these cards. There's one in particular. The Emperor might be my favorite card in this one. Here's the Hanged One. Here's the Emperor. And if you look here, look at the bottom, and you'll see a rainbow that looks like it's wrapped around there. It's actually a dragon if you look at it. Like I said, there's just so many like Easter eggs in here. They're just really, really awesome. So that is the Star Tarot by Kathy McClellan. I still don't know whose anniversary it is, but happy. Oh, Natalie. That's right. Natalie, happy anniversary, dear. I hope it went well for you. Okay, we are down to number 4. Number 4 is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. This is a very special deck to me. I used this when I went to my mom's deathbed while she was passing away, and I used this deck. It was one of the few that I used, so it's very, very, very special to me. But it's just beautiful, guys. It's really rich in culture. I don't know what to say. It's just it really grabs you at the heart, and it's pretty easy to interpret as well. It's very Rider Waite, so I don't know if I would learn from it or not, but it's definitely one that has awesome art in it, beautiful pictures, and they just really, for me, it hits home. It reminds me of my grandmother's home or my mom's home when I was, real small. And it just reminds me of home, I think is what it is that makes it so special for me. See that there? This Tower card always gives me cold chills. She's holding on to it, and it's actually a part of her body that's actually like being torn down there, and she's trying to hold it all together. The King of Cups. This one also has female kings in it. It's King of Pentacles in there as a female, and then there's a King of Pentacles as a male. So you get extra cards. Just really stunning images. And this is by Katrin White, or did I say that right? Wells, my bad. Katrin Wells Stein is the name of it. Again, this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Show you the full card. She's standing on an alligator. Has no idea. She thinks it's a flower. It's really cool imagery. Hey, Kristen, welcome. You missed the Tarot of the Vampires, Kristen, but I know you had that. That was on the list, I promise. It was number 9, I think. Yep. It's a Strength card. Look at this 10 of Swords here. I mean, this is so interesting, the way that they get their images. Oh, poop, she said. Yeah, we're on number 5 here. No, number 4, my bad. And this is, read it right, the Hermit card. Just, you could, again, look at these images for a really long time, I think, and just beautiful, beautiful interpretations of the tarot. The Justice card. I mean, look how beautiful that is. She's sitting on a building. And I really like this Hanged Man here. You can see that she's unzipping the truth there. And the truth is there's a bright sky and everything there behind that. So that is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I'll show this one more because this card came out when my mom was passing away, and for her, and it's just a beautiful interpretation of the 5 of Cups. She's looking at the 3 flowers, but she's still got 2 going there, and it symbolized us 3 children that my mom was leaving, and yet it was symbolizing her guardian angels, which were waiting for her, which were the 2 that are upright. So it's a very sentimental deck for me, so that might have something to do why I love it so much, but that is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. All right. Do a little eavesdropping here. See how you guys are getting along. Yeah, how are you feeling, Kristen? I hope you're doing better. Very tired, but fine. Good. Sorry you're tired. Thank you, Marilla. All right, let's move on to number three. Number three is the Intuitive Night Goddess. And guys, this is like under 20 bucks, I think. So if you want a really, really beautiful deck, and I think that's underrated very, very much. And I can't believe how many of when I was going through the videos, a lot of videos had this deck in it. But you don't hear a lot about this deck. So I want to brag on it a little bit. This is from Lindsay Silverman, is the artist or creator. And what she did is she took a goddess and made cards out of them. And for each card, there is a goddess in there. And this is what I think is the great thing. They're not goddesses that you would know. It's just everyday people, and that's what I love about this. You could just see in the people very, very different interpretations. Like you've got the nymph of cups. It's like she's almost made out of wood. It's got every body type, every color. It's so inclusive, and it's really just saying, you know, like this card. This is the strength card, and there's no lion in it or anything. It's because her strength comes from within. That's why she's holding her heart there. Got the Four of Swords, like he's in the winter there in a snowy atmosphere, or she is, my bad. There's so many really good goddesses in this card, in these cards. There's the Mystic replaces the Hierophant. So you do get some replacements. So they're made into female. I love the Sun. I think she's beautiful. And this is one worth getting, guys. If you don't have this, it's definitely, definitely worth it. I think it should be twice as much, but I'm glad it wasn't. Four cups. I got this for my birthday back in 21, I believe. And it calls like crazy. Like it calls to me to use it. It still does. It did, especially after I first got it, though. Let me see. There's just a couple more I wanted to show. Again, very inclusive. That's the Wayfarer, which is the interpretation of the lovers. So you don't have two, you just have one goddess there. And it explains in the booklet. So again, this might not be the best beginning deck, but if you have several decks, you'll want to get this one. And you can learn by it, definitely. This is the card I call Nellie Olson. You guys remember Nellie Olson from the Little House on the Prairie? I think this looks like her. Like you just got everyday, beautiful women. And that is that one. There's one more that I wanted to show. Here she is. Look at this moon card. Isn't that just like, I don't know, it's transfixing to me. Like she looks very androgynous, which I love for the moon. Very mysterious and almost spooky in a way, but in a very elegant, beautiful way. Right, so that is the Intuitive Night Goddess. All right. $36 there. Not bad. Yeah, plus the sunflowers, right? Hey, is Nelly? Is that Nilda? Is see? Oh, you're talking about Nelly on Little House on the Prairie. I thought you were saying hi to someone in chat named Nelly, Miss Moonlight. Yep, and the dog buyer, right? All right, I'm gonna take a sip. Okay, and the next one, number two, and this one really surprised me. I didn't think I would like it as much as I really do, and I thought it was going to be a cool deck, but I didn't know it was going to be such a spot on deck. This deck calls to me all the time and is very easy to read with. So this could be one if you're looking for one of your first decks. This is one that you could definitely use. It has two boxes in it. Again, it's the Luna Soul Tarot. I'll leave it there in case anybody wants to write that down. It has another box, and then it comes out like that. Perfect card to start with. Has a little booklet in there, like this. It's hardback. Here's the Queen of Swords. It's the Moon. So really awesome interpretations of the Rider-Waite. You can see the Fool here. And at first, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, these are cute little cartoon images." But the creator of this has just done so much to put little Easter eggs in this one as well, and just the interpretations are so awesome, and really, really different, but yet staying true to the Rider-Waite at the same time. You can see here the Hierophant's a little bit different there. Got a lightning bolt in his hand. So it's a different read, but it's the same read at the same time. I'm not sure how else to describe it. $27 right now for the Luna Soul. Yep. These are very affordable, I think, for the most part, but purchase responsibly, of course. There's some extra cards in this one, too. This is one, the duality card. You got like your night and then your day. It's the Justice card. Then you just got this random cat like floating by the water in front of her. There's these random Easter eggs everywhere. Death card. Look at this Nine of Swords. It's kind of comical, some of them in a way. You can tell what that definitely is a nightmare card. Yes, thank you, Beck, for listing the prices. That's awesome. So people who are watching this back can see what the prices are going on right now. Now, Beck, is that Canadian or is that American, the dollars? The Two of Wands. And again, it's just really cool interpretations. Like the Eight of Cups here, he's actually out of there. He's off the island and going to someplace new. And this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. This is the Four of Pentacles. And he's hanging on to the Four of Pentacles so tightly that he won't let one down to get the key. The key is right here to the door. So guess what? He's locked out and he won't put down his pinnacles, his disc. So really awesome interpretations. And that is the Luna Soul. There's one more I wanted to show in this one. There's always one more. See if I can find it. There she is. This is the Six of Swords. And look how she's like, you know how the Six of Swords is usually going from one place to another in a boat, right? Well, she's not in a boat. She's having to like go over swords to get to the other side. I just think it's really interesting and can tell you there's, rough waters sometimes on the way to something better. And then she's got the sword at the very end here, that she's getting to much greener pastures. So that is the Luna Soul. One more here is really pretty. Canadian. Okay, that's what I thought it might have been. Jackie's listing the U.S. All right, perfect, guys. Thank you. Thank you both. Got a lot of people from Canada and UK that come in here, so I appreciate all you guys. And we are down to one more, number one. Let me put this back one more time the right way. It's got two boxes. I forget which box I need to put it in. And we are right under an hour, so that is perfect for this one. And I will be back soon with another one, which is the top 10 indie decks. That has some pretty awesome ones there. So, anybody want to guess what the number one deck is? I want to see if anybody wants to guess what it is. Got some more crystals? Ooh, that sounds nice, Beck. I need to get me some too. I would love to have some anyway. This Moonlight. Nope, not the neon deck. I think you're talking, Ocean, about the Black Light. That would be in the indie deck collection. So that's going to be my next VR. It's going to be top 10 indie decks. That's the Black Light, I think, that you're talking about. That is definitely one of my favorites. It is not mass market. Anybody else got any ideas? Not the Golden Girls Tarot, no. How about the Light Seers? A lot of people love this deck. This, for me, is a workhorse deck, which means that you could usually use it for any circumstance. Like, you need a deck that's going to do everything for you and just show you awesome interpretations and be able to read really, really well. This is it. This is The Light Seers by Chris Ann. Got a wonderful book in it. Even though it looks like it's not very big, it is just full of information. You can see where I highlighted stuff because I've been all the way through this book. And it is just full of awesome information. This is a great Light Seers, right? This is a great deck if you are just starting out. I can't stress that enough. So, Becca, I don't know if you're still here, and I think you're just getting started. And anybody who doesn't have any decks yet, this is a wonderful one to get. It's cheap. It's not expensive at all. It didn't used to be, at least. And it is just fantastic. So, let me show you some of the cards here. Oh, they're a little backwards. That's okay. There's just all kinds of different images, and it just works. It works so well. Here's the Magician. And they're really, really gorgeous cards too. But the interpretations are just beautiful. Look, here's the Eight of Swords. You usually see this part of, the lady that's trapped, but it's all an illusion. So you see this part, she's really not trapped. She just thinks she is. Just fixing to look it up, Becca. It's gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous, and it just works. Like I said, it's a workhorse deck. Here's the Judgment card. You can see she's rising up out of her old self into her new self. Queen of Wands is like in a yoga pose there, floating. The Knight of Swords is chasing his motorcycle. I mean, see, if you know anything about the Rider-Waite at all, this is just an awesome interpretation. It just really is. So there's all kinds of other really cool cards. This was one of my favorite, Knight of Pentacles. He's just taking it easy, slow and methodical. His horse is just walking behind him. They're not in any hurry. They're taking their time. And because there's nothing to rush for. Yep, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see that well, but he is barefooted. He's just taking in everything, right? And just taking in the earth. The Hanged Man. Here are the backs. But this might be the most popular tarot deck out there besides a Rider-Waite, like an original Rider-Waite deck. So, and it's because it reads so well. And I'll show you the Death card. I've got a lot of cards like this that are coming up today. I really, really like this card. This could be our card as a collective, because it's been coming up so much, the Death and Rebirth card. So if you guys want to take that as a card for you to go, the Death card is not about a literal death. It's about rebirth and about going from one area of your life to another. So transition, change, transformation, and it's always for a positive, outcome. So got that. You got the Five of Swords, like the birds pecking at his head, giving him a headache. Beautiful Empress here, who's pregnant with a little baby inside there. Just a really, really neat deck, and it just works. And anybody that I have heard that has this deck loves it, and they love to use it a lot, especially readers. So if you're learning to read, here's the Devil card. Very different Devil card than you usually see. But, they always say that the devil is beautiful. That's why it's tempting, right? Seven of Pentacles. Just waiting for that to grow. Ace of Wands. So this is the Light Seers. I'll show you one or two more. Strength card. There's the Ace of Swords. And yeah, there you go. That is my top 10 plus one. Becca's going to get an order tonight, she thinks. That would be awesome if any of them you can't go wrong with, Becca. So I hope you get one that you can really learn and grow from. That's awesome. All right. guys, thank you. Oh, it was on Amazon for $15.99. That is really good. That's a good one. Make sure it's a legit Becca. The way that you can tell is it will say Chris Ann's name in the front. Make sure that it has. I'm going to look on there just to make sure, because there are some fake decks that are out there. So hold on one second, Becca. So the White Sears. Okay, I would not go for the $15 one. Instead, there's one, Becca, that is 22.49, and it says by Chris Ann. So make sure that author's name is on there. Otherwise, it's not the original. Yeah, there's a couple on there that I see are cheaper than that, but you want to get the original definitely. So the original's 22.49, and that's still, I think, on sale. But yeah, make sure you get the right one there. I don't think I was in the right. Yep. See where this path goes. And thank you for checking for me. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, make sure you get that the one that says the author's name on it. If it doesn't say the author's name, it's probably not a real deck, and you're probably going to get disappointed because it'll, like, the cards literally will probably fall apart. So anyways, I hope you guys like those. So yeah, they are, some are fake if they are in tug boxes, some are not. I have a couple that are not. So yeah, but definitely if the author's name is not on there, that's a good indication something's up. And the you can get the little code as well. And if you see this code on the advertisement on Amazon, you can know it's real. So look for this as well. All right. So thank you guys for being here and for looking at my favorite decks with me. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful night. And I'll be doing my indie deck soon. And I'll be back with you guys for sure on Friday night at 9. Yep. And maybe do a pop up before that. Who knows? But thanks for being here with me. I appreciate all of you. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody.